Kyle Bass. Kyle, thank you so much for being here. As you write over and over again, China's been waging economic war against us for more than a decade and is preparing as an adversary for kinetic war. What are we doing to fight the economic war and prepare for the kinetic war?
Well, hi, Dagan. It's a pleasure to be here. I think that you just announced that you're going to see further and further restrictions on investment in new technologies, investment restrictions, investing in technologies over in China with American money. And, you know, I constantly point out the rift, or let's say the chasm between the Director of National Intelligence's report to Congress each year and Wall Street. When you go read the DNI report for the last 5 or 6 years, you see that in unambiguous terms, the Director of National Intelligence for the United States lists China as the #1 threat to U.S. national security. And then you go to Wall Street and 11 or 12% of their revenues continue to be derived by China. And we keep funneling capital into Chinese SOEs, Chinese banks, and Chinese technology companies. It actually makes no sense whatsoever to have that rift exist. And I think it's starting to narrow, and what that takes is leadership. And we're actually seeing it out of the Biden administration.
So, but Kyle, China's boosting its defense spending by 7.2%, and it's given us growing concerns of an invasion of Taiwan. But you mentioned what Wall Street is doing. But the Secretary of the Army has said the greatest threat that we face is climate change. And they're preparing for climate change, not the threat of China.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're here to really have a national security argument on climate change, but, you know, has it gotten a little warmer in the last decade? Of course it has. It's average ocean temperatures moved up. But I think the clear and present danger to the national security of our country is staring us in the face at Xi Jinping and his band of miscreants and the Standing Committee, the Politburo. And you see them preparing for war. You even see their wolf warriors on Twitter that are official government spokespeople for China, you know, banging the war drums and telling us that they can do whatever they want to do with Taiwan, and we should stay out of their personal affairs. Well, they also know that Taiwan is vital to the interests of the West, and especially as it relates to especially semiconductors. So unfortunately, we won't be able to look the other way.
Kyle, does the United States need to be more aggressive, though, in just outright banning Chinese companies from doing business here? I've brought up before, Genshin Impact is a video game, an incredibly popular one that's fairly new, that was developed by a Chinese company, widely available here in the United States. But our technology companies cannot operate in China. And there needs to be a more level playing field and more reciprocity. If we can't do business there, good luck doing business here.
Yeah, that's a great point. And I believe that reciprocity argument should exist across all different verticals that we deal with them in, whether it's our ownership or property in China, their ownership or property here, whether it's our ability to censor their movies and they censor our movies here. What's the number of journalists that we're allowed to have in Beijing versus the number of journalists that we allow them to have here? They exploit every nook and cranny of our open society, and they keep theirs closed. We hand them asymmetric warfare on every front. We give it to them as a given, and then we're fighting with both hands behind our back. So I think this reciprocal argument also takes the race card out of their hand. You're seeing the race card played in the Texas legislature, with Texas trying to ban strategic foreign investment in real estate in areas that might be deemed critical to the national security of the state and the country. And the Chinese Communist Party has been able to play the race card and play it incredibly well, and they're playing the race card even with TikTok, and they're trying to drive partisan wedges between the Dems and the Republicans on TikTok, when all we have to do is say, we will reciprocate with you, China. Whatever you allow us to do, we'll allow you to do. And that takes the race card out of the argument. I think taking that card out of their hand is vital to protecting our national security.
Well, I think Americans are waking up to the threat, which is a positive, and hopefully that means Congress will act. Kyle Bass, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Kyle.
Pleasure to be here.
Great to see you.